851, turn right, heading 180. 14 Papa, turn right 245, report localizer established.
The aviation industry continues to be impacted by major changes, including that of retirements and more, following the emergence of the ongoing global pandemic in 2020. The biggest culprits of the immediate changes to fleet portfolios have been quadjets, like that of the Airbus A340 and A380, and over a Boeing, their 747. Today, the Airbus A380 is the focus, following Malaysian Airlines announcing that they would retire their A380s thanks to a report by Executive Traveller, as they no longer saw any need for the aircraft to be within their fleet network moving forward. This is not exactly an unexpected decision. While Malaysia always had the Airbus A380, they'd widely been exempt from discussions surrounding aircraft retirements. I think deep down, knowing the situation at Malaysian over recent years, it doesn't come essentially as a shock that they would be looking at offloading an aircraft that is not efficient and obviously would impact their business moving forward, including that of their financial position, which is naturally crucial to any airline's survival, but is especially crucial to Malaysia Airlines, who have been actively trying to work on it over time. Malaysia Airlines is currently looking at ways it can dispose of its Airbus A380s, of which it has operated for a number of years, but it certainly, in the grand scheme of things, hasn't been using them for too long in comparison to, say, other aircraft within the aviation industry. And I think that's similar for any operator of the Airbus A380 that, in the past 12 months, has retired the type, like that of Air France, Lufthansa, Etihad Airways, and more in the future. First delivery for the Airbus A380 to Malaysia Airlines took place in 2012, and namely the airline actually has, or should I say now had, the 100th aircraft produced, which sports a special decal and arrived with the airline a year later in 2013. With only 6 Airbus A380s within their portfolio, the airline never had that many, and you could argue already was struggling with the operations side of things for quite some time prior to them pulling the plug today in 2021. They were always looking at ways to put the A380 on special services, and on top of that, ways to see it wet lease to boost their overall revenue and make the aircraft work. The aircraft inside features 8 first-class seats, 66 business-class seats, and finally a grand total of 420 economy seats. It means that their A380s are configured to seat just under 500 passengers at 494. The decision by Malaysia Airlines comes following the airline's hope to break even in 2023 with a focus on after 2023 returning to profitability. The carrier has long struggled with profitability and has been just one of the many other airlines that has been impacted by being run by a government that heavily restricts its operations and overall growth. While Malaysia Airlines has continued to fly despite 2 tragedies that took place during the 2010s, it hasn't really excelled and has continued to look for additional cash that has not been provided. What are your thoughts though on Malaysia Airlines retiring their Airbus A380s? Let me know down below, and like always, thank you so much for the continued support, and I will see you all in the next video. Take care and be safe.